Hello and welcome everyone to the week ahead commodity reports, where we of course will be reviewing the markets for the week ahead. Now, December has always been considered one of the most action-packed and profitable months of the year for commodity traders, and once again that trend is certainly living up to expectations. Commodity prices across the board, they started the month on a high, with everything from the metals to the energies notching up impressive gains after Fed Chairman Jerome Powell he signaled that the world's most powerful central bank would slow the pace of rate hikes this month. In a market-moving speech on Wednesday, Jerome Powell he cemented expectations that the Federal Reserve they will step down from their aggressive pace of tightening at its upcoming policy meeting on December the 13th to the 14th. Since the second half of this year, traders have been closely watching every Fed speech, comment and statement for clues on when the central bank will slow or even pause its historically high pace of rate hikes, known as the much talked about pivot. After months of elusive and mixed signals, Jerome Powell he finally gifted traders the answer they were seeking in his last public appearance before the central bank enters a blackout period ahead of its final FOMC policy meeting of 2022. The Fed's actions, the most aggressive since the 1980s, have lifted the target range of their benchmark rate to 3.75% to 4% from nearly zero in March. Powell's comments they harden bets that the central bank will downshift to a 50 basis point increase this month, finally ending a run of 4 straight 75 basis point hikes. The commodity markets, they immediately reacted to Powell's speech, with everything from the metals to the energies to agriculture skyrocketing to multi-month highs, tallying up spectacular gains of 10% or higher. And that's not the first time. This year we've seen a long list of commodities notching up impressive double-digit gains, not once, not twice, but on multiple occasions. That is one of the most lucrative and exciting trends for the current commodity supercycle that we find ourselves in right now. Whichever way you look at it, one thing is clear: this is the start of more different and dovish narrative from the Fed, which ultimately presents an extremely bullish backdrop to commodity prices moving forward. 2022 is already going down in history as one of the most profitable years ever for commodity traders. This is now the second consecutive year that we've seen a total of 27 commodities, ranging from the metals to energies to agriculture, tallying up astronomical double to triple digit gains, outperforming every other asset class out there. Combine that with the Fed policy pivot in December, leading to the eventual end of rate hikes next year, China reopening and signs of a dollar peak, we could be on the verge of a red-hot end-of-year rally that firmly lays the groundwork for another record-setting year into 2023 for commodities. The last time commodities significantly outperformed every other asset class over a series of consecutive back-to-back years, that was during the previous supercycle from the 1970s and the 2000s. History suggests we're now at the forefront of a third commodity supercycle, which also brings with it one of the biggest wealth creation opportunities we have seen. This explosive cocktail of events that is currently unfolding, that presents the third greatest wealth transfers of our lifetime. Since the beginning of this year, a long list of Wall Street banks, from Goldman Sachs to JP Morgan to Citigroup, they have repeatedly described commodities as their preferred asset class over the next decade. This quarter, Morgan Stanley, BlackRock, Bank of America, they have also joined the list, advising their clients to sell equities and rotate capital into commodities. In fact, we're already starting to see many of the world's most powerful financial institutions, they're publishing 2023 market forecasts with extremely bullish calls for commodity prices in the year ahead as the super cycle continues to gather massive momentum. Right now, you have an opportunity to finish 2022 on a high, but also set yourself up to hit the ground running in 2023, which, based on our research, that is going to be another record-setting year due to all the macroeconomic events that are currently unfolding. My advice to you: do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months from now. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we are consistently banking over 10,000 points profit per month, which we have transparently documented through our weekly videos. If you're trading at one lot, that's $100,000. If you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. The majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach, they've already made in excess of 6 and 7 figures so far this year, and we still have another month left to go. Here are just some of the testimonials which have been flooding in from our clients, sharing their successes and achievements. If you want to make the rest of the year and the upcoming year your best and most profitable ever, then you still have time. Just go to www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com now to learn how our mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. So with that, let's move over to the charts and we'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we head into a new week. So the first thing to point out is that GDX is absolutely surging at the moment. So we saw a 5% increase in the last week. So GDX, of course, is the gold miners. It's broken all the way back towards the 30 level. And historically, at this time of year, GDX can often move first and then it leads gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and so forth, and the other metals essentially. So then, if we have a look at silver, silver has gained in the last week just under 9%, immense move to the upside. Gold has gained just under 3%. We've seen palladium prices, of course, they've gained just under 4%. And last week, we also saw platinum prices, they gained just over 4% as well. Now, at the start of last week, we identified with you a fantastic opportunity, a great opportunity with oil here, breaking back down towards the recent swing lows. In fact, on Monday, oil prices, they gapped down to the lowest level in 2022 so far, off the back of the China riots that we were seeing over the previous weekend, with lockdowns in Beijing and, of course, protests as a result of that. And with those fresh lockdowns, energy prices got hit hard on the Sunday through to Monday open. As a result, we took the opportunity to sniper in, build into 3 trades, in fact, on oil. One of those was at $73.93 per barrel. The other one was at $74.10 per barrel. And subsequently, we saw an immense move to the upside, a 5-day impulse move here, and we were able to benefit with a 1,000-point move in our direction. And that has been a fantastic start to last week. Again, great trade opportunity that we identified with you to capitalize on if we were to see oil to come back down towards the recent swing low. So that was an immense opportunity to capitalize on. And of course, going into the remainder of the month, oil can be a fantastic market to take advantage of at this time of year where you do have the OPEC meetings, and very likely you're going to see additional volatility and opportunities to continue throughout this month in crude oil. Just to give you the magnitude of that, again, we broke back down $10 the previous week with the move from $85 per barrel down towards $73.50 per barrel. And then last week we broke out from $73.50 per barrel all the way back out to $83.50 per barrel. So in both directions, you've seen a $10 move for oil. So essentially a 1,000-point sell-off and then a 1,000-point rally to the upside. So again, just to give you that calculation, within the matter of 4 days, if you're trading, for example, just at one lot per barrel there for crude oil, you're going to benefit with a 1,000-point move like that in 4 days. That's going to be $10,000 profit. If you're trading at 10 lots for a 1,000-point move like that in 4 sessions, 4 days, you're going to be making $100,000 of profit on your portfolio. And that was a very straightforward opportunity to capitalize on with the gap down that we saw at the beginning of last week and subsequent impulse move, $10 breakout to the upside. Now, not only that, we've also, of course, been able to benefit with the breakouts that we saw here in the middle of last week from Jerome Powell's comments during the press conference, which was essentially a massive signal to the market that the Fed are going to pivot. And with that, gold exploded. So as you can imagine, at the Gold and Silver Club, we built into multiple positions on the metals here, which were benefiting from massively into the close on Friday. We've seen both gold break out, palladium, of course, that broke out. So we're up currently over 1,000 points on that trade. We've got into multiple positions on the metals here. You can see gold now is very close to breaking above the previous swing highs from August. So all it would really take going into next week would be to clear back above the 1805 to 1810 handle, and then potentially you are going to see the next big impulse move higher for gold here. Again, take the lead from the gold miners, GDX, which have already done that. They've already broken out to the highest levels since June here. So if you were to see similar on gold, then you're essentially going to be taking out the 1810 highs. You're going to start making your way back towards the previous swing highs, which are residing around 1,875 US dollars per ounce on the next big impulse move higher. You've got the next resistance at 1821, then above that 1830 zone, and then really really above that, you've got clean air for a breakout back towards that 1875 handle. And of course, silver is already showing you the way here. So silver is definitely leading. You've had just under a 9% breakout in the last week. And again, silver has already broken out to the highest level since April of 2022. So we're already seeing that breakout towards 6-month highs. Silver impulse move to the upside, 4 days of consecutive gains. Everything, of course, ramped up to the upside after the comments from Jerome Powell last week on Wednesday. So yet again, lots of huge opportunities for you to benefit from at this time of year. So again, just to give you a quick rundown of that, we've seen palladium prices. We're well up on this trade, over 1,000 points. They increased 4% to the upside. Crude oil, as you know, we've got multiple positions on this market. This increased by 5.5% in the last week. We're currently running with over 1,500 points profit on crude oil with our multiple positions here, and we've built into multiple trades on the metals here in the last week to finish the year strong with this breakout that we're now starting to see underway with the precious metals as a result of the Fed signaling to the market that they are getting ready to pivot. As you know, we are living in extraordinary times at the moment, and whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that is to create a full-time income, a second or replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, then now is the time to take action. Right now, you have an opportunity to finish this year on a high note, but also set yourself up to hit the ground running in 2023, which based on our research, we predict is going to be a record-setting year due to all the macroeconomic events that are currently unfolding. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive and not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions and, most importantly, utilize a professional, research-driven approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it's not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional-level data, and market intelligence to make confident decisions with accuracy and certainty. There is a huge gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of the bottom 99% and into the top 1% who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7, and 8-figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional, research-driven approach, or you will end up wasting lots of time, money, and effort and have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to constantly be innovating and evolving. Technical analysis and outdated technical analysis, they will not work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, then the odds are really going to be stacked up against you. If you want to change your results, you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive research-driven trading approach that is never taught to retail traders and only reserved for professional traders in banks, hedge funds who have access to powerful game-changing insights, including where banks and hedge funds are buying and selling in real time, the key liquidity zones so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision, the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, the capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly real-time data-driven cycles and intermarket correlations, just to name a few, then you need to join our mentorship program. As we transition through the final quarter, we are now in the most lucrative and event-driven period of the year. If you want to successfully capitalize on this huge money-making opportunity ahead of you and build significant life-changing wealth, there's no better time than now. If you want to upgrade your income, then you have to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next few months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders and take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to our institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private members academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to www.jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description, so just click on the link, make an application, and we will of course get in touch with you ASAP.